But when we get into the third bill on the agenda, Mr. Chairman, it's your bill, the so-called SPEED Act. This is where the conversation takes a hard turn. In the name of speed, or is it greed, this legislation takes a sledgehammer to NEPA's core functions, the very things that help keep communities safe, that keep projects accountable, and protect our environment. The SPEED Act treats public input like it is an annoyance, like a hurdle, rather than a resource that can guide better decisions. It restricts what major environmental impacts can even be considered for review. And the good news on the permitting front is that we can maintain NEPA's core protections and speed the process up. And obviously, one of the most effective and proven ways to do that is to ensure we have properly staffed and trained federal permitting offices to process applications. I mean, that's just obvious. That's why Democrats funded $1 billion in the Inflation Reduction Act to do exactly that. It was working. The Biden administration cut the time it takes to complete an EIS by 8 months, 23% faster than the first Trump administration. That means it wasn't holding back most major projects. But Republicans just rescinded most of these unspecified or unspent funds, and the administration's DOGE efforts and indiscriminate firings at key permitting agencies, they've just made things worse. All of this leaves me with the question, who is this legislation actually for? Because it's definitely not tribes whose sacred land is at risk of being desecrated. It's not impacted communities that are worried about toxic projects that could irreversibly pollute where they live. It's certainly not hardworking everyday folks being pummeled by the insane cost of living who are desperate for more affordable electricity. It's crystal clear that this legislation is for corporate polluters and big oil donors so they can keep padding their pockets at the expense of all of these other stakeholders in the rest of the country. This country, the people of the United States, deserve better.